Well, hello and welcome back. Thanks for coming back. Today we're on the Paphos Avenue, which is, to most people who understand the channel, the Hotels Avenue. It's the road where most of the hotels are in downtown Paphos. Well, put it this way, if you want a beachfront rear end, you have to come onto this road, that's for sure. Girl in charge of the ship, we're watching Graciela Lubufff.
Hello everybody, how nice to see you again and again.
You're looking very pinkish today, Graciela Lubufff.
Like a cocoa.
Like a cocoa that was burnt.
Coco Chanel.
Coco Chanel. Stick with us, here we go. Paphos Avenue, we're starting off outside the, I can't even see it, Assassinius Suites, is it? That's how you say it?
Should we go, by the way?
Should we go, by the way?
Over that right.
Over that right? There's nothing up there. There's nothing up there, Graciela Lubufff.
And those...
Right, go on, take a right. Here we are.
Okay, you have to...
The girl in charge of the ship today is Miss Graciela Lubufff.
That one is a road of hotels.
Hotels. We're going to go that way.
Going against the rules.
Yes. Mini golf is up this way according to the signpost over there, and some other bits and bobs and some wasteland. But there we go. It's something interesting and diverse for our viewers to watch. And of course, on top of all of that, there's potholes from hell.
What is it? Potholes?
Holes in the road.
The roads
yes.
They're
absolutely Sherlock Holmes. There's a little doggy going for a walk.
Doggy.
He's off down to the beach. There we go. But over here you've got the side entrance just over there. That is the Aqua Park of Paphos. So if you come to the Aqua Mare Hotel, the front entrance just down there, this road is directly opposite. So if you wiggle and waggle up this way a bit, you're going to come to this area here, which is a bit of a football-y stadium, and then to the rear of it is the water park of Paphos. Graciela Lubufff was trying to remove our wing mirror then, I think, and those cactuses. But anyway, this is the dual carriageway that was installed several years ago now, that allows you to get quickly from Yereskipou down to the Paphos harbour area. We're going to go a left because obviously it is a dual carriageway. Don't speed along here, Graciela Lubufff, because as I warn people, yes, Graciela Lubufff can do what she wants, but if you are not Graciela Lubufff, you have to abide by the speed limits, and you do have to stop at the red traffic lights. But as I say, if you are Graciela Lubufff, that's that lady there, the most beautiful woman in the world, all she would have to do is flicker her eyes at the policeman, and the policeman would say, well, I'll let you off this time.
Mr. Paul, is this road goes to Yereskipou?
Well, if you take a right there, it does, because the signpost said Yereskipou 2 kilometres. But this road is the main road in the mid, should we say, of the ring road between Yereskipou and the downtown Paphos harbour and promenade area.
The people don't really show that route. This is what I wanted to show.
Well, we're becoming Google Maps very, very showily. Showily? Well, it's my English again, straight. As you can see, Graciela Lubufff's orientation is absolutely Sherlock Holmes. She hasn't got a clue where she is, because there's not a clothing boutique or a shoe shop
exactly.
within miles of the place.
Why should I know these trees or fields or lands which is not
of any use to you?
It's not mine.
You're not going to buy earrings in the fields.
No.
You're not going to buy this in the field, and you're not going to buy this nice top in the field. You're not going to buy this. You're not going to get your nails done. Nothing in the fields. No, that's right.
That's why it's not belong to me.
Not important to the memory log of watching Graciela Lubufff. So this roundabout here, if we go left, we would go down to Paphos and come out in front of the Olympic Lagoons Resort. But I think we'll just go straight.
Straight.
Okay, we'll go straight. And as you can see, there's quite a lot of traffic around. We're still in that Christmas holidays period, the time between Christmas and the Hogmanay, as they say in Scotland, the New Year, as we say in English. And I'd say this is the dual carriageway road that's going to take us into the Tomb of the Kings area. The next, should we say, focal point will be a big set of traffic lights, and at those traffic lights there will be a big church. Graciela Lubufff is now pointing out the tallest building in Paphos. There it is. Currently the tallest building in Paphos, but not for long, because they are going to build another couple, and one of them, so we're told, is 27 stories high, and that's going to be built on the former Debenhams site. So if you're looking for a skyscraper apartment in downtown Paphos, that could be the place for you. So here now is a bit of a wiggle and waggle crossroads between the Universal area and downtown Paphos. If you go left there, again you go down to the Hotels Avenue, and over on the right hand side is the rear end of the Universal area. That's a new development built there by Island Blue, and that tacks on to the rear of a Paphilia development. I think it's called Paradise Gardens 1, Paradise Gardens 2 and Paradise Gardens 3.
It's going to be very expensive.
Very expensive indeed, I would imagine. Yeah. So this is the main area of Universal on our right hand side, and on the left hand side it's the start of the downtown Paphos area. So at these traffic lights we're going to come to a stop but go straight, but if you did go right you would go into downtown Universal. Beautiful day, Receiver Lubufff.
It is beautiful day, but it's a little bit windy, so it makes me nervous.
A little bit chopsy mopsy, as you would say. Temperature, if anyone's curious to know what it is, according to the old girl, it says 20.5 degrees.
Have you seen that roof of that building, by the way?
Have I seen the roof of that building?
That like oval one. And you can see the sky.
Unfortunately I can't see it because there's a car roof above us. But I know the building she's on about. It's a modern building, it's just been constructed. Beautiful. And they are quite beautiful, to be honest. Whether they're going to age that well, I don't know. Only time will tell us. So like I say, the next set of traffic lights, if you go left, you would go to the rear of the big church down in towards Bar Street, and if you would go right, you would go on to what is familiarly called Russian Road or Russian Street to us locals in Paphos. But we're going to go straight, and as usual all the traffic lights are on red. If you miss one, you miss them all.
Yeah, this church has been renovated nicely.
Yep, if you look up now you can see they've finished the dome works. It's all been re-roofed, re-rendered and repainted, and it does look quite beautiful, to be honest. It's glistening in the sunshine. It was starting to leak and there was a bit of damp and that kind of thing, so they've spent the last 12 months refurbishing it, and of course it is a very, very nice church. One of the biggest churches in Paphos, if not the biggest church.
You know why did they start to renovate this church? Because of those crosses. The crosses went very, very scruffy. Yes. Yeah. And that's why they started actually from the crosses and they continued the job down there.
And they worked their way down.
Yeah.
One of these days we'll pop into that church and share it with some of our viewers, because some people do like to see the inside of church. They are quite, well, special, magical, I suppose is the word. And we're going to go keep it on going straight. If you go left, you go down towards Bar Street, right, Russian Road, as we said, but we're going to go straight. And the next roundabout is one of the main roundabouts in Paphos. It's the Paphos Mall roundabout. So on that roundabout, obviously, is the Paphos Mall. It goes under, as you can see now, we're about to go underneath the Paphos Skywalk. If you go left, you go down to the harbour area. If you go right, you go up towards Midtown and then eventually the old town of Paphos. We're going to go straight and take you along Tomb of the Kings Avenue. So stick with us. And as I said, there's quite a lot of traffic on the roads because it's holiday season still. There's a lot of people not having to work for the next 2 or 3 days. Hence, they all jump in the cars. And of course, the weather is absolutely spectacular, as I'm sure you may have noticed. The sun is glistening now. And there's many people walking around in short sleeves, and the odd tourist is even walking around in shorts. But even us locals are only wearing very light jackets indeed. Well, Receiver Lubufff's got a jumper on and a jacket.
But the jumper is a short sleeves.
A short sleeve jumper, there we are. So it can't be cold, because Receiver Lubufff does feel the cold, that's for sure. One of the best coffee shops there, coffee brands, and there's various shops, kiosks, restaurants. Paphos Sea Cruises head office just over there on the right. You've got the Indian Thai Express, the Pit Stop Bar, the Mamma Mia restaurant. You get the idea. You've got the King's Hotel just over yonder at the traffic lights. That's one of Ronnie Zamiri's favourite hangouts. He knows the management in there very, very well indeed.
Actually, we've been there on the top floor. It's such an amazing view, by the way.
It has got a great view, yeah. If you go hunting back, put in the King's Hotel on Marika and me, and you will get our little storming of the hotel. reception with the full permission of Mr. Harris and his wonderful partner in crime, Miss Nadia. And we had a great time there. And after we'd finished filming, we had a great breakfast. Do you remember?
Yes, I remember.
She prepared a breakfast for us and it was delicious.
She was so friendly, offering us what we want. And she didn't know what else she could
And
make.
you got a free hat and you got a free beach bag as well. Yeah, that's right. Some of the things that she'd acquired over the years as gifts, and they were still in their bags. And she presented Goose Lubufff with a nice hat, which has appeared on camera, and a nice beach bag, which we do use to take things to the beach when we go. And we have threatened you that we're going to go to the beach just to show off because the weather is that good. I think we'll leave it until January the 1st, and then I think we'll go and wiggle and waggle in the blue Mediterranean Sea.
You mean the swim?
Swim.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. We'll christen the new year, should we say. Bring it in with a bit of a paddle. So this is downtown Tomb of the Kings Avenue. At this traffic light on the left-hand side, you've got the Farmhouse Lounge Bar Restaurant, and then next to that you've got the King's Bar, which is where we happened to bump into a Mr. Martin not that long ago. Hopefully you're still with us, Mr. Martin. Drop us a comment and wish us a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, because that's what we wish to you.
O'Neill's Irish.
O'Neill's Irish Bar, yep. That's over there on the right-hand side. The Vangelis Opticians is over there. You've got the Evangelist Hospital. You've got various other restaurants on the left-hand side. And, of course, Miss Andrea, Mr. Mart, there we go. That's the downtown Tomb of the Kings KFC. That's where we went for lunch a couple of weeks back. Just over there you've got Gusto's. That's a very good restaurant indeed. And at this roundabout now, you've got what's known as the Tomb of the Kings, and that's where you want to go if you want to go and have a wiggle and a waggle around the mosaics and the area where apparently they buried one or two kings. So let's keep going, Goose Lubufff. And again, I warn anyone who happens to be in a car, whether you've stolen it, borrowed it or rented it, along this stretch of road, stick to the speed limit, because the Camaros and Blue like to hang out and they like to find you and have a good laugh as they zap your plastic friend for €75 on the spot.
I think that view over there from the Tomb of the Kings Way is beautiful.
Spectacular views, yeah, truly spectacular. If you look very carefully now through the trees, you can see the blueness of the blue Mediterranean Sea, and it is a spectacular blueness today. Keep going a little bit further, Goose Lubufff, and then I'm going to tell you to take a left, and then we're going to get down to what's known as the Venus Beach, which is the beach to the rear of the Venus Hotel, which is on our left-hand side now.
Tell me where to turn.
I'll tell you when to turn, don't worry. That's the little supermarket over there to give you another bearing. But just over here is the Capital Coast, and this is where we're going to turn. Right there, Goose Lubufff.
Left.
Yes. It's quite a sharp turn, so take your time. So we're going to wiggle and waggle around to the left, and we're going to go to the area which is known as the Venus Beach. Keep going.
Wow. They dead, all this.
Those are dead.
Killed.
Someone's run over those cones, yes.
They killed.
They killed the plastic cones. So the road surface is going to get a bit uneven now. This is a bit of unmade car parking area, should we say, but the idea is to get you and show you a truly spectacular view. So stick with us for another couple of minutes and you're going to get a view that is quite simply to die for. And if you thought the roads were bad, well, the car parks are even worse. But look at the view that's coming up now. There's a little bit of chopsy-mopsiness in that sea, but of course that gives it that little bit of movement, and you're able to capture the beauty that little bit more on the camera, and it really is spectacular. We're going to go for a dismount, and we'd like you to come with us, and we're going to take you to the water's edge and show you the beauty and the spectacality of the blue blue Mediterranean Sea. It is quite simply going to take your breath away. Let's have a word with Dr. Lubufff, see just how beautiful she is. She's in sports chic, as we say.
Looks amazing, this view. It's very nice. And the sea looks like a blue nature.
There we are. Stick with us. Here we go. Let's go for a little stroll. I'd like to take you with us, and we're going to show you a spectacular view, that's for sure. Here we go. Two about. There's a few people getting ready to welcome in the wonderful new year. It is literally a knocking around the corner, and of course a lot of people in the beautiful island of Cyprus have great weather, so we're able to come down to the water's edge and digest the spectacality of the blue Mediterranean Sea. A lot of people take it for granted that they're going to see that view every single day. Myself and Miss Lubufff do not take it for granted, which is why we try to come down every single day and kiss the edge of the water. It's something that's truly spectacular, that's for sure. There we go. I don't think that it gets much better than that. Well, actually it does, because I've brought with me the most beautiful woman in the world, Miss Lubufff.
I think one day we should come here and swim. I have never seen such lots of sand as I've seen in here in the beach, and something different on this very beach, and we should come back again. We're loving it, and don't forget to come and see another of our madnesses.
What's left for me to say is thanks for watching. If you like what you see, hit the like, click subscribe. Please come back for a little bit more of our madness. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching.